but for that, that is our reporter Robert Wanyonyi joining us from Bungoma County at the Kibabii University, where President Uhuru Kenyatta has just finished giving his speech. And as Robert says, he's on his way to Webuye at the pan paper mills, where he will be checking on the progress and not necessarily doing an inspection, as works are still ongoing in that particular paper mill. Now, the president's tour is widely seen by many as an attempt to lure the Western voting bloc to vote for Jubilee Party in 2017 general election. The deputy president has traversed the area recently, conducting several fundraisers in the area. Analysts say Jubilee Party is on a full-scale mission to scuttle the Western vote that widely voted for Raila Odinga in 2013. He is part of this morning's studio analysis that was conducted by my colleague Betty Kialo.
Issue with the Western Kenya voter is that consistently we've seen the local leaders unable to give a compelling and a coherent vision that can rally the people around them. And that's why the Western Kenya voter seems to consistently support people who come out of the particular place. However, my sense is that there's also lack of a leader who can mobilize people around an issue that they feel appeals to all of them. One of the key ones emerging right now is the collapse of the sugar industry.
Right.
None of these leaders is able to rally people around that issue, and that's why they don't come through as the kind of solid leaders who people can rally around.
But Jubilee has been trying to make inroads, with certain development projects in the county. Do you agree with what Charles is saying?
Partly, yes. The approach they are using will not work.
The approach that they are using?
Yeah. Okay. The Luhya politics is bottom up. These ones are coming top down, So they will spend a lot of money. The DP has literally come to them.
Yes.
He's been to Western, I think, 15, 16 times this year. But when they check the numbers, they realize they are not doing much. Because, an outsider will not come and look like you are telling the people what they want.
Okay.
The Luhya nation, you don't talk to them. They want you to engage,
Isn't that?
Yeah, that's where the problem is.
Okay.
That is basically the main problem. That's why Jubilee is struggling to sell whatever they are trying to sell to the Luhya nation.
Right, that is my colleague Betty Kialo earlier on in the day on News Center, just doing an analysis there on President Uhuru Kenyatta's visit to Western Kenya. Of course, all guns point to the 2017 general election right now. And let's move on to other matters, and still in Western Kenya, where the back and forth between the government and opposition operatives continues, with Kakamega County Governor Wycliffe Oparanya telling off Majority Leader Aden Duale over his attacks on CORD leader Raila Odinga. He has told Duale to spend his energy clearing his name of allegations of involvement in the NYS scandal. Oparanya has dismissed the latest audit reports as mere propaganda by the government.
All these issues that you see in the newspapers is propaganda from the government. Audit reports have been there, and we have heard of audit reports all these 4 years. How come that someone has never been arrested, that he has eaten money? How come? And this is now the time they are coming up with audit reports all over the papers, because it's near elections. They have talked of Waiguru, they have talked of himself being involved in the National Youth Service scandal. How come they have not been taken to court? This is all propaganda, and we are ready for it. We can assure them that we are ready for it. Because this is not the first time Raila is standing for elections. This is, if he will be the flag bearer, this will be the 4th time. How has he been getting money to campaign? Was he waiting for the county monies all those years, and counties were not there? So we should not live on propaganda. We should not malign people. And this country, leadership is becoming very cheap, which is quite unfortunate.